Good morning. This is your top 10 India News Bulletin for Wednesday, 5th August 2026. Here are the 10 most important stories shaping India today, plus one major international update with direct impact on India. Assam floods. Death toll rises to 87, over 1.3 lakhs still affected. Assam's flood crisis continues even as water levels recede in many areas. The death toll has reached 87, with 2 more fatalities reported from Sivasagar district in the last 24 hours. Around 1.3 lakh people remain affected across multiple districts, with Sivasagar, Charaideo and Jorhat among the worst hit. Relief and rehabilitation work is ongoing, while the IMD has warned of extremely heavy rain in neighboring regions that could worsen conditions in bordering areas. Monsoon-related disasters are testing emergency response and long-term flood management in northeast India. Air India flight turbulence. 14 injured after 300-foot altitude drop. An Air India flight from Phuket to Delhi faced severe turbulence during cruise, causing a sudden altitude drop of about 300 feet. 14 people, 10 passengers and 4 crew sustained minor injuries and were taken for medical evaluation after landing in Delhi. The airline says there are no serious injuries and that all passengers disembarked safely. DGCA officials confirmed the pilot reported the altitude loss and injuries and the incident is under review. Air safety scrutiny rises as turbulence-related incidents draw attention to in-flight protocols and passenger preparedness. FSSAI bars Dabur from selling products with 100% claims. India's food safety regulator has prohibited Dabur from selling several products carrying absolute claims like 100% natural, 100% pure or 100% organic. The order covers items such as honey, cow ghee, coconut oil and related SKUs listed on Dabur's website. FSSAI says such claims are unverifiable and likely to mislead consumers under advertising and claims regulations. Dabur says its labels comply with existing rules but has begun transitioning packaging to avoid disruption. The move tightens enforcement on health and purity claims that influence consumer trust in FMCG products. Apple's India sales crossed $10 billion for first time. Apple has crossed $10 billion in annual sales in India for the first time during the fiscal year ending March 2026. Revenue grew at a double-digit rate, driven largely by iPhone demand, with stronger uptake also seen in iPads and MacBooks. The milestone comes as Apple expands its retail footprint and local ecosystem partnerships. India remains a small share of Apple's global business, but is now a key growth market outside the US and China. It signals rising premium smartphone adoption and deepening integration of global tech brands in India's consumer economy. IndiGo gives away 20,000 free tickets for 20th anniversary.
IndiGo is celebrating 20 years with a Happy IndiGo Day IndiGo free campaign, offering 20,000 free domestic tickets via fare refunds. Selected customers who book eligible flights between 4 to 6 August on IndiGo's direct channels can win refunds up to 10,000 rupees per PNR. Winners will be notified by email or WhatsApp and must answer a simple question correctly to claim the refund. The offer applies to economy and IndiGo Stretch, including one-way and return bookings. As India's largest carrier marks 2 decades, the push aims to boost direct bookings and brand loyalty in a competitive market. Udhayanidhi Stalin arrested, then ordered released by Madras High Court. DMK leader and Tamil Nadu Assembly opposition leader Udhayanidhi Stalin was arrested over a controversial remark widely interpreted as targeting actor Trisha. The Madras High Court directed police to release him the same day on station bail, noting authorities only intended to question him, not seek judicial remand. The party has called the arrest an act of political revenge. The case has sparked debate over language, context and enforcement in political speech. It highlights ongoing tensions around political rhetoric, legal action and perceived partisanship in high-profile cases.
BRICS Culture Ministers meet begins in Bhopal today. Bhopal will host the 3rd BRICS Culture Working Group meeting and the BRICS Culture Ministers meeting from 5 to 8 August under India's 2026 BRICS presidency. Delegates from BRICS member and partner countries will discuss cultural cooperation, heritage conservation, museums, cultural industries and people-to-people exchanges. 3 exhibitions, Gyan Bharatam, Project Mausam and Project Brihattar Bharat open to the public during the conference. The meet will conclude with a BRICS Culture Ministers declaration outlining future cooperation. As BRICS chair, India is using cultural diplomacy to defend ties with partner nations and Project Soft Power. Noida chip factory fire, 2 firefighters killed, 3 injured. A fire at a chip factory in Noida turned deadly when a wall collapsed, killing 2 firefighters and injuring 3 others. Emergency teams battled the blaze while rescue operations focused on ensuring no one was trapped inside. Initial reports point to structural failure during firefighting operations as the cause of the casualties. Authorities have ordered a probe into safety compliance at the Industrial Unit, Industrial Fire Safety and On-Ground Risk Management for first responders are under fresh scrutiny after preventable deaths. Wayanad schools closed on 5th August, landslide risk routes restricted. Schools in Kerala's Wayanad district will remain closed on 5th August due to weather and landslide risks. Restrictions have also been imposed on the Thamarassery, Palchuram route, a known vulnerability zone during heavy rains. The decision follows advisory inputs from disaster management agencies monitoring soil saturation and runoff. Classes are expected to resume once conditions stabilize and routes are declared safe. Preemptive closures and route curbs reflect heightened caution after past landslide tragedies in the Western Ghats. Siddhivinayak Temple Trust calls for audit over donation theft allegations. The Siddhivinayak Temple Trust in Mumbai has announced an internal audit following allegations of donation theft. The trust says it will cooperate with authorities and review financial controls to ensure transparency in donation handling. The move comes amid public concern over the management of religious endowments and cash flows at major shrines. Further details are expected after the audit scope is finalized. Public trust in large religious institutions depends on visible accountability and clean financial governance. US-Iran last chance talks. Escalation risk could hit oil prices and shipping routes. US President Donald Trump has called new talks with Iran the last chance to reach a deal and avoid further US military strikes on Iranian territory. A breakdown could spike crude prices and raise insurance costs for vessels in the Gulf and nearby sea lanes, affecting India's energy imports and trade flows. Markets watch for any sign of escalation. Given India's exposure to Middle East volatility, any Gulf escalation directly impacts India's oil bill, inflation outlook and maritime security calculations. That was your Top 10 India News Bulletin for 5th August 2026. Stay informed, stay ahead only on Top 10 India.